All right, guys, welcome back. Today we are going to be doing some SEO implementations live for a client. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going over phase 2, 3, and 4 that we still need to finish. Phase 1 I already sort of did, and I'll show you what I did. And we're also here with Augie. If you want to say hi, Augie.
Hey guys.
So Augie's from the certification program, and he's just tagging along um, just to get some ideas on how to do this stuff. We were gonna follow up with a couple of people as well today. It is the weekend, so I try not to call them uh, and like get them on the phone, but I will call them and like let them know. Sorry, I try not to call them and get them on a screen share on a Sunday, but I will call them and let them know that their audits are done. So first of all, here's the audit that we did. This is for this is the one we did for one of the leads. Let's go back to, I think this is it. Yeah. So this is the audit we did for Roof Repair Squad, and again, they paid $800 for the audit, the full 4-phase audit, and they paid $1,500 for all the implementations. So yeah, let me go ahead and share this really quick on Facebook. Are you familiar with the all 4 of the phases now, Augie, or are you still a little bit confused about it?
I'm still a little bit confused about so obviously I know phase one. Still a bit confused about just phase two and phase three, to be honest.
Yeah, do you want to like tell me what like the problems are that you've been like running into?
Um just a general thing, to be honest. It's just when you the benchmarking and mapping the keywords, so you pull the schema frog crawl onto the, and then from there I don't understand what you do next.
Uh, so you're confused about the schema after we're checking it in phase 1, here's what you said?
No, I've done all that. I understand. I mean, the screaming frog crawl. When you initially doing the phase two,
Right.
basically.
Yeah.
So phase one, I understand how to do it, and I understand how to implement it. But it's just phase two is like, so when you start off doing the phase two audit, I don't understand how to do it
Okay, so yeah, I mean,
in general.
so did you watch? You didn't happen to watch the update video, did you, of the um, SEO guide for 2020 where I like go through all of it?
Yeah, I've watched it, and I watched it over and over again. But I just don't understand how to um how you mapping everything. To be honest.
Okay, so you know how to do the Screaming Frog, right? I mean, you're just
Yeah.
basically hooking up the analytics, the Search Console, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So if you look in here, all we did is we just rearranged the columns so that they'll be easier to look at. Unfortunately, Screaming Frog doesn't let you save this layout, so I'm trying to find a way to script this so that it just like pulls all these over here once they get imported. But yeah, I mean, right now the best way to do it is really just to like just do the Screaming Frog crawl and then just drag the stuff over. It's not necessary, but like ideally you want to be able to see like, okay, if this is the home page, what's the UR rating, what's the amount of clicks it's getting, what's the amount of Google Analytics sessions, what's its bounce rate, what's its conversion rate, so on and so on. And then if we scroll over to phase 2, what we're doing is we're just taking all this data and we're just pasting it. Oops, we're just pasting it right here. And then to the left of that, what we're doing is we're just figuring out what the top, ignore these because I just moved these over because we're going to be doing subtitle and meta descriptions on these pages. But what we're doing is we're just taking the keyword that the page is supposed to be ranking for, and the way we find that out is through Search Console. We just figure out what's the highest keyword that it's ranking for, and then we just map the data through Search Console. So like if I go to Search Console like this, press start, and let's go find Roof Repair Squad. And then we're going to go to open report. So let's say for the home page, we click on pages, home page, whoops. And then you click on queries, you can see all the things it's showing up for. So if we enable all these different items, we can see that the highest keyword that it goes for besides the brand name is roofing repair Houston. So what we could do is we could just grab all this, copy it, and you just paste it right in there. You just go, okay, query, and this is actually supposed to all be pulled over right here. So like this, whoops, pull it over. So you could just copy that, boom, right in there. And then you got the clicks, the impressions, the keyword, the click-through rate, the average position. And then and then it lines up with all the stuff that you pulled from Screaming Frog, like the the page UR rating, the keyword difficulty, which we just pulled that from Ahrefs, the search rate for that keyword, the difference between the page UR rating and the keyword difficulty, which is -3. If there's duplicate content, if the page is indexable or not, if there's plagiarism, and then the bounce rates, conversion rates, so on and so on. So ideally, yeah, you're just benchmarking really like the top 10 to 20 pages because that's where most of the traffic's going to be coming from. And that's really like what phase 2 is. So like for phase 2, if we look through this, we could pretty much see like, okay, there's a bunch of click-through rates that are below what they should be. Like they're below 3%. So we found that, a lot of the title tags before we changed them right here, we changed them now. But if you look at them before, you can see that a lot of the title tags were, pretty duplicated. Like it's just kind of the same thing. So they're not very unique. They don't really include the keyword. So that's why there's probably low click-through rates. So what we did in our phase 2 top issues is we said title tags and meta descriptions haven't been properly implemented, which are leading to low click-through rates. Another thing that we saw is that none of the pages are internally linking, because if we look and see the internal link counts on these pages, we could see all of them are at 46. So that means everything that's being linked is just through the menu. It's not being linked through like, actual pages. So another recommendation we said is, no pages are internally linking, should be linking a lot back to the home page, right? To pass the page authority back to the home page. If you look through here as well, you can see a lot of the pages have 0 conversion rates. So we said, well, actually, I guess we forgot to put this in here, but, one of the recommendations would be like low conversion rates on pages, need to test new CTAs or add CTAs, because some of these pages might not even have call to actions on them, right? Content writers need to go through the pages that have plagiarized content, which we only checked like 3 randomly, but most pages all have plagiarized content, meaning this content is showing up on other websites, which we checked through Copyscape. So do you see what I'm saying? So you're basically just getting a story from phase 2, and you're figuring out the biggest reoccurring issues, and then you're just putting them in here. Same thing with phase 1. You're just taking the top issues. Like within phase 1, we found the biggest issues were the site didn't redirect to the preferred version, so there's 2 versions of the website. The online conversion tracking wasn't implemented. Page speed was really slow because there was a live chat. There was no citations. We weren't responding to reviews. So we went and fixed all these things. So does phase 2 make a little bit more sense to you?
Yeah, there's none. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And this doesn't have to be perfect. Like I know a lot of people were asking the certification, like, Chase, what's the ideal template for phase 2? And to be honest, there isn't really an ideal template. You really just have your Search Console data like right here, and then you have whatever analytics data you want to look at over here, which you can rearrange however you want. Like you could have, if you wanted to put crawl depth over here, or if you wanted to put Google Analytics sessions over here, it doesn't really matter as long as you can kind of like see what's going on these pages. There's a lot of other stuff you could put in here as well, like server response time, I don't know, outlinks, new users, page views. There's all kinds of stuff you could put in there, but for the most part, as long as you can see like the bounce rates, conversion rates, click-through rates, that kind of stuff, you're going to be pretty good off. Question in chat. Sam says, Chase, both my www and non-www pages are being indexed. Does Google consider this duplicate content? 100%. So that's actually what was happening to this website and why it's such a big issue, because if you have 2 versions of your website being indexed, Google doesn't know which version to rank. So ideally you're splitting your rankings across 2 different websites. Like, you know, you have www here, non-www here, and Google's gonna have to go, oh well, which one should I put it on? So Google will just constantly go back between testing this one and then this one, and your rankings are going to constantly fluctuate between these two, where if you consolidate them, this one will end up ranking higher. Same thing with any duplicate content in general. So if you have internal duplicate content, let's say page 1 has 500 words of the same that page 2 has, they both have 500 words. Well, if page 1 has better rankings, like more people are clicking on page 1, it's almost the same as having a redirected site in a sense, or non-redirected site, because what you're going to do is you're going to go, okay, Google, I'm going to either canonical or 301 or remove the content on this page and put it towards page 2, or page 1, because that's going to make all of this content completely unique, and it's going to raise the ranking up. Same thing with not even, so this would be redirect, this would be internal duplicate content, and then down here would be external duplicate content as well. So if you have a website that has 500 words here on page 1, and then a completely other website has the same 500 words, chances are, as long as you wrote that content first, it's probably going to be fine, but chances are you still probably are going to want to make this content unique. So by changing this content or getting that other page removed off the internet, usually this will end up ranking better. So yeah, those are the 3 different use cases, and these guys actually had all 3. So they had, their site wasn't redirected to the preferred version, they had internal duplicate content, and they have external duplicate content. So like all of that together is going to lead to having worse rankings, 100%. So let's go in to start optimizing these websites. And actually, let me go check really quick, Augie, because I think we had a couple people come in for audits. Just want to see what these people look like really quick. Drive. Yeah, so we got a couple new audit requests. Let's go check them out. I can't really share this screen because it's kind of top secret information, just by their emails and stuff. So somebody said their budget was 5,000 RS. I don't know what that is in US. That's $700. Okay, that's not bad. And this is the website. Interesting. It's like a university website. So usually when I'm looking to work with people, Augie, like what I like to look at is not just their budget, but like what is their current traffic? Because generally if you're working with a brand new website with no content, there's not really a lot you can optimize. So unless you're an agency or something, it's kind of hard to give them a lot of stuff that they can buy. But yeah, you can see here they got 6.9 thousand organic keywords. So generally there's a lot more data you can work with to optimize. So we'll contact them a little bit later. But let's just call the people that we finished the audit for really quick. Let me see if I can get them on the phone. So I'm going to call this guy really quick. Okay, that was weird. It just went to a beep. So I guess we'll skip that one for now. And again, yeah, a lot of people don't answer their phone on the weekend. So let's try this one other number. that just got straight up hung up on. Oh, you know what? It's probably because it's calling Ireland. Let's try that.
Hello, if you reach my voicemail, I'm out of the office or away from my desk. Please leave me your name and number, and I'll call you back as soon as possible. Thank you.
At the tone, please record your message.
It's a message.
You may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Mike, it's Chase calling you. I just finished your audit. There's a lot of stuff that really could use a fix on that website. Some of it I'm not even sure if you're aware of, like the all the content that got injected in your site. I'm guessing that you knew that because there's a bunch of 404s on those pages, but they need to be definitely 410. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff on there. Give me a call back when you have a chance. Number is 805-453-3586. All right, thanks, man. Bye. All right, so that's pretty much it. Cool. So let's get into the implementation. So let me sign into this website. Now, unfortunately, sometimes you have to work with annoying CMSs, and this is actually one of those cases. So let me go find the login, because this is definitely a weird CMS.
PHP one.
Huh?
Is this the pure PHP one?
I don't know. It's like yeah, it's the PHP one. So I'll show you. So yeah, let's see what we did so far. Just overview this really quick. So phase 1, site redirects preferred version. We fixed that. Robust.txt wasn't showing up on the website. We fixed that. HTML sitemap in the footer. I made a file for them to upload to the site. I don't know if they added that, so let me go check. roofrepairsquad.com. Scroll down. And they still need to fix the 2017. So let's just make a quick list for the web designer, because some of this stuff, because it's PHP, I'm not able to change. So we're just going to format, word wrap. Let's make this font a little bit smaller. We'll say, hey, Christian, have a few things I need help with. Here's a list. So 1, we need to upload this file as a sitemap.html to website and link in the footer. 2, need to change copyright in footer to 2019. 3, let's go in here. Need to add the terms of service and privacy policy to the footer. Sorry, upload and add. Location pages are thin and not unique. We're just going to have content writers rewrite those. Responding to reviews is done. We need to take off organization schema markup that's being included in all pages. Need to add local markup to homepage with the following code, which I made for him so he doesn't have to go figure it out. Let me go get it. And that is right here. And it's actually roofing contractor markup, which is kind of nice. 6. We can't really do a whole lot with this other markup because it's such a weird content management system, so we're just going to skip that. Correct hours. We need to add the hours into the footer. need to add hours for business in the footer of website. Let's check the page speed really quick because I know we removed that, but it might still be kind of slow. So we'll go check out roofrepairsquad.com.
I have a guy that does all the page speed optimization for you, or do they do it for themselves?
Well, I have a guy, but for the most part, they're probably gonna do it themselves because they already have a web designer. But if they didn't, I'd have my guy do it because he's only like $200. He does a good job. All right, yeah, 6.5 seconds. So maybe I'll just make a recommendation if they can't do it because I already asked. Need still have a 6.5 second load time. If needed, I can have page speed optimizer specialist come in and fix this. Let me know. So that's pretty much it for the phase 1 top issues. Everything else we did. So phase 2, we're going to go in and start changing these titles and metas. We already had somebody write these out just for the click-through rates because they're super low. And then we might make some recommendations based off the conversions as well. Let me just save this file just in case this computer crashes for whatever reason. Notes for Roof Repair Squad. All right, so we're going to go into the website, start changing these titles and metas. So here we go. So we changed the title from Houston Roof Repair Squad to Roof Repair Squad Houston 205-star reviews. So hopefully that'll bring the click-through rate up a little bit. And I think even just from some of the changes that we've been making, I think the website has been going up a little bit. Let me actually... one thing that I always do that I forgot to do this time is I like to add all this into Ahrefs. Sorry, it's taking a second to load. So for that, all we do is we just go ahead and do new project, roofrepairsquad.com. Automatically pulls the project name, making sure Ahrefs bot isn't being blocked by that domain. Interesting. So you have to verify your ownership for this to work now. I don't know why. Not sure what the deal with that is. It says optional. So let me just continue without that. Don't know why you would need to do that. So we'll just add the competitors. And anybody in chat on YouTube, you guys are welcome to come in and ask questions as well. If you want a link, let me know. Okay, so we'll add all these. Press continue. Finish. This could be at the very bottom, so we'll just bring that up. Wonder how recent that was. Going up now. Okay, so last 30 days. It's about consistent. So let's check out the Search Console. I know the Search Console has definitely been going up a little bit. One cool thing that you can actually do is you can do last 7 days comparison. And you can click by difference, and it'll show you the things that are going up the most. So Roof Repair Houston went up by 5. Roof Replacement Houston went up by 3. And then if you click positions, you can actually see that as well. So this went up 188 positions, which is pretty gnarly. I don't know why it's giving us 3 months. We want 7 days. So here we go. So these are all the things that went up. So these are all new keywords that are showing up.
Did you create more content, or
What's that?
did you add more content, or?
No, we haven't even done content yet. No. So there's a lot more that needs to be done to this site for sure. But I think if you actually filter by click difference first and then do average position, it'll actually show you the differentials. This went up by 0.5.
Yeah, so how did you do that again? Sorry. So if you go into performance.
Yeah, so what you could do is you can go to clicks. You could filter by the difference. So these are all the things that went up the highest in clicks. And then you can click on average position. It'll show you what the average position change was. It's kind of cool. But yeah, there's not really enough data here anyways. So it's just the click-through rates that went up a little bit. So let's go into the website and start changing some of this data. So I'll put this on my other screen so I can see here. And we'll open this up. So first things first, based on our benchmarks, we want to go with the home page. So, whoops, roof repair squad. Whoops, home, I mean. And we're going to go here. So that's the title right now. And this would have been done a lot faster, but for some reason it was like in safe mode, so I couldn't make any changes. So we'll save that. Good. So now it's actually saving, which is nice. And let's go and change the, I guess there's a separate tab for SEO settings or something. Somewhere around here. Let's see if I could find it. Here it is. So meta title, and then description. We just made sure to add the keywords in there. And we're going to take out meta keywords because we don't need that. I'm hoping that the canonical is set to the home page, like it's set to the self. Usually you should have a self-pointing canonical tag. So let's go see really quick. Actually got to open up on Chrome. And really a self-pointing canonical tag is just saying that this page is about this page. Sounds kind of dumb, but. So yeah, like for instance, if this canonical was pointing to the www version of the website, that would be indexed instead, but it's not. So it's just self-pointing, which is good.
Is that every website needs to do that?
You don't have to specify a canonical self-pointing, but usually it's a good idea. And most websites already do that. You just want to make sure that you don't have canonicals pointing from like if you had a canonical pointing from the homepage to a service page, the service page would rank instead of the homepage, and there would be no homepage showing up on Google.
Yeah.
Okay, so next page is roof replacement Houston. Let's go find that one. And this is really kind of annoying, like this whole CMS, just because like normally it'd be so much easier to just type these pages in and press edit. But whatever, it is what it is. Oh, thanks for the sub, whoever just subscribed. Let me see. It was Filipinjo. Your girlfriend is in the thumbnail. I haven't seen or heard her once. I mean, she's been in a lot of videos lately. I just do that because I don't like making my own thumbnails. It takes forever. Okay, roof replacement Houston. We're gonna change that to roof replacement Houston, highest rated company. Okay, put the description in here. We also want to change the title on the page because that's going to be the heading H1, I believe. And we're going to take out the meta keywords. Good. Now, one thing that we do want to do on these pages, but I'm just going to have the web designer do, is start internally linking these pages, because if I did it, I'd have to go in through and add them all like manually in here. It just takes forever. So I'm just going to tell them to try to link to the home page on every single page.
Yeah, I was going through your, the Colorado Springs one, and I was going through every single page, and you kept on linking back to the home page.
Right.
So it's like, oh, okay, I need to start linking back to the home page then. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, it works really well actually. Okay, so residential roof repair. There it is. Change the meta to roof repairs near me. That's just based on what we mapped for that keyword for that page. Take out the keywords.
Do you need to do any outbound links?
Yeah, so I mean, you probably are going to want to do that as well. Again, like a lot of this stuff, I'm just going to put as recommendations for the web designer to go in and do because this just takes so long. So I'm just going to do all the titles and metas for this stuff, and then I'll just tell them what to do on the rest of this stuff because I don't want to spend my time, going and manually editing all this code. It just takes forever. Residential roofing contractors. Where's that at? So that page is residential. There it is. So for residential roofing, we're going to change it to residential roofing contractors. Okay. That's good. And what I'm doing, if you can't see on this side, but what I'm doing is I'm just going and marking all these green so I know that I did them. Makes things a little bit easier to remember. Next one is roof financing. Whoops. There it is. I'm going to change it from financing to roof financing with compare our loans. Fast and simple roof financing loans. That way we get the keywords in there. And change the title from that to this. And people might think like you're not really doing a lot, but this stuff actually goes a long way because again, their titles before were so similar. They almost all said the exact same thing.
I think that's what I need help with just understanding the meta title and the title, what SEO title and the description, how to format it properly.
I mean, the whole formula is this is the formula. It's all you do is you just go, okay, what's the main keyword for the page? And then what's the qualifier? And then if you can, you fit the business name in too. So main keyword is let's say you went and mapped to your homepage based off search calls. You saw, okay, the homepage is going to be roof repair Houston. You're going to put a qualifier, like what people are going to want to click on, 200 5-star reviews. Obviously, this is going to be all capitals. And then if you can, you fit the business name in there too, roof repair Houston or roof repair squad. That's really the format. You just take the main keyword, pull it to the far left. Then you have the qualifier, what is going to entice people to click on it. And then if you can fit in there as well, you put the business name. But usually you can't put all that stuff in there because that's a lot. So usually I just do the main keyword and a qualifier.
Where would you find the qualifiers there?
Qualifier you just make up. You just go and look up,
okay.
You look up power words. So you can just go through this list and be like, okay, things that entice fear, things that entice anger, so on and so on. So here you could see a lot of really powerful things that invoke emotion, 10 stupid ways to do something, or 5 ways your SEO will tank. That's how you add qualifiers. And it doesn't have to be anything super crazy. The point is as long as you go into your search console when you're mapping your keywords and you go and see oh, this is above a 5% click-through rate, I'm happy with that, right? So if I go and look at let's say I go look at my SEO checklist template and I look at the keywords and I look at the highest keyword that it's ranking for, SEO roadmap template, that's a 19% click-through rate. So I know I don't really need to do anything with the title and meta description because the click-through rate's so high. However, if I wanted to go for this keyword here, then yeah, I'd probably want to figure out how to change it. But you'll see like this probably, exactly matches what people are looking for. Let's go see if we can go find it. Look, that's a template right there. So free SEO audit checklist template. So that actually doesn't even match here. SEO roadmap template. So I think the reason why I changed that is because I was trying to re-optimize for this SEO audit template, but I didn't even put that in there. So yeah, I mean, I'd probably actually benefit from optimizing this page. I've spent so much time optimizing other people's stuff that I don't really do it on my own stuff. But yeah, like obviously if I wanted to go for this and raise that click-through rate up, I would change the title to something like the main keyword. So I would do, instead of it being that, I would go, okay, main keyword to the left, SEO audit template, or sorry, it was, yeah, SEO audit template. And the reason why is, look, if we have 3,900 impressions with a 9.1 average position, 1.4% click-through rate, if I could bring that to 3%, it'll probably bring up the average position. It'll probably also bring up the clicks a lot. Versus with this, it's already at 2.4, already at 19% click-through rate. Not much else I can do there. So I would do SEO audit template, and then I'd probably include, some qualifiers in there as well. Free roadmap for 2019, right? Free roadmap for 2019. Free SEO roadmap. And like that is a very optimized title because now you're including not just the main keywords pulled to the left, but then you're also including a lot of the things that people are looking for based on, what's showing up. So like you could see free, where is it? Is roadmap even in here? Yeah. So roadmap 2019. And now you have your main keywords and your qualifier.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But you don't have to be like crazy, like, oh, this has to be exactly the perfect, title tag. As long as you can start pulling like above, 3%, 4% click-through rates, you'll be good. Okay, next page is commercial. I think I spelled commercial wrong. Commercial. There it is. Boom. And yeah, I just had somebody rewrite all these titles for me. I had actually Ella, my girlfriend, do it because, this is just super manual and like all you're really doing is just using that formula. And once you get it, it's like pretty repetitive. So from commercial roofing, Houston, we're changing it to commercial roofing Houston with, whoops, where is it? With free estimates. That's the qualifier we put in there. Whoops, wait. Something got messed up here. Areas served. We actually need to change that because I guess I clicked out of it. Let's do it here. Save. Okay, that one's done. Next one is insurance claim. And yeah, there's still a lot more that needs to be done on this site, but a lot of it's based off having a content writer go through and fix all the duplicate stuff. A lot of these titles and metas are super simple. Like you don't need to do a whole lot to fix it from that perspective. But even just this will probably end up helping them a lot. Just by adding the qualifiers, upping the click-through rates on the low click-through rate pages. Citing. Okay, save that. Now, all these other location pages, I think we're probably gonna wait on because a lot of them are just duplicate content pages, and we don't really want to mess with those right now. So let's skip to their reviews page. Uh, And the cool thing too is when we show the client the template, they can also see all the stuff that was optimized and the things that weren't, which makes us really transparent. It's going to make them want to keep buying from us as well. So yeah,
These are just one-off packages then.
yeah. So these are just one-off packages, because again, unless you're like an agency and you can offer like content writing and social media and all that stuff, you generally don't want to sell reoccurring retainers.
Yeah.
You usually want to sell like packages, because after you do a certain amount of SEO, like after we do this, I mean, there's not a whole lot in terms of SEO related stuff that we could do. There's a lot that they could do in terms of social media and content and stuff, but if we don't have people working for us doing that for us, then it's going to be hard to offer that to them. Certifications. So we're almost done with this section. What CMS am I using right now? Honestly, I don't even know. It's just a real weird CMS, honestly. Real strange. Yeah, you'd want to change these meta descriptions as well, but unfortunately we don't have the content for it, so we can't just pull it from the page. So I'll make sure to mark the title as changed, but then the meta we still need to get unique. More areas that are not unique, so we're just going to read that out for now. Gutter systems. And we also don't know how much of these meta descriptions are also duplicated based on the content that's on the page as well, because it might be that the page is duplicated, so is the meta, because it's just getting pulled from the page. Whoops. So this is where the title stopped getting optimized. So gutter systems Houston. Let's see what it was. Residential gutters was the real keyword. So residential gutters. Let's see if there's any qualifiers in the meta. Gutter cleaning and gutter repair. So gutter cleaning and gutter repair. That'd be like the qualifier. Okay. About page, we're just going to keep seeding their main keywords in their main pages, like about and contact. What I mean by seeding is like we're just going to go and say about roof repair squad Houston. It just gets their roof repair, and then you don't have to make these too crazy. You can see their meta descriptions being duplicated, so we're going to want to change that as well. So we'll just make sure that that's a red. So green here, red there. Pull the new title. Actually forgot to pull the new title in there. Blog, so it says squad blog, so we want to change that. So roof repair squad Houston blog. Meta is still not really doing anything. Project gallery. Um, projects and gallery. So we need content writers to write out the meta description for that as well. So a lot of these keywords aren't really mapped. So, you know, some of these we're just probably not even going to want to mess with. Because there's just not really anything there. So what you can do is you can actually map keywords to this based on what you think they should be showing up for these other things. But a lot of this is like, you know, duplicate content. So these are all the ones that are like areas like this are just duplicate content pages. And I'm actually probably going to just tell them to remove these until they find a better way to do this. So I'll probably just take all the URLs that are red here and tell them to just canonical them to the home page. Until they have a better way of writing these out.
When you do the might sound like a bit of a stupid question, but you know when you do the meta title or meta description and the title, do you have to change the title as well? Well, so title of the page or not?
You mean the actual what you're seeing on the page, right? Not the meta title?
Yeah. Or can you just like leave
Yeah,
it?
so you usually want the title of the page that people are landing on to be the same. Because if somebody hits the home page, or let's say they hit a page and it says something different than what they clicked on, then they're probably going to bounce off. So you usually want your title to match what your meta title is.
So you made a change on is it the squad blog? Don't know what you changed it to. I just refreshed the page, and it's still called squad blog. So I'm not quite.
Let me go check. So that's the menu item that you're looking at. That's different than the title tag. Is that what you're talking about? You're talking about this menu item?
No.
Huh?
Yeah. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, because the title tag is the meta title and the squad blog is the menu name.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe just change a few more of these. Contact us. Okay. So I was trying to find the save button. And I think I forgot to get rid of the meta keywords. So some of these other ones I'm just not going to touch because they just aren't really doing anything for the website. So we might get rid of these. But yeah, a lot of these other extra ones don't really matter too much. So yeah. Let me just go on these other pages, remove these meta keywords. There's no reason for them to be in the website. Just makes it look like the website's outdated, basically. Okay, so we got a lot of those done. We took note of all the things that we need the web designer to do. Obviously, on the different pages as well, we're going to want the pages, some of the main pages to link back to the home page. So, like, for instance, it would say, if you need a new roof, look no further, roof repair squad is here, and then it would link to the home page. So I'm going to put a note here. All of the following pages should be linking back to the home page with the brand anchor roof repair squad. And so we would have, we're going to put all of these pages. And then all the following pages should be linked back to the home page with the brand anchor. Back to the home page should be linking near the top of the page back to the home page. So yeah, these want to be like linked like up here.
Does it matter where you place the links then? That has to be at the top.
Well, you just get more value for it by putting them towards the top. You just get more juice out of it, basically. And then ideally we'd want the content writer to write content as well to link this to the other valuable pages, like roof replacement could be, linking to roof repair or something. So that's pretty much done. In terms of the conversions and stuff, so these pages have low conversion rates. Let's see if it's because there's no redirect. No, there is a redirect. So maybe it was just because those were added recently, but now they're working. Let's go see if that's the same as what it used to be. We'll go check the analytics. Okay, we'll go to roof repair squad. Check the recent conversions. And we actually probably want to look at this based on landing pages, so site content, all pages, landing pages, and all goals. Okay, so some pages aren't set for some reason. Home page had 8, contact had 4, okay, so these other pages aren't getting any yet. But I'm sure they will probably start seeing stuff now that the conversions are being tracked correctly. So most of the conversions are coming from homepage, contact, and then obviously the thank you, but that shouldn't be firing. That's just people hitting the thank you page, that's why. Let's just check what the metrics look like these last few days compared to previous. And we're going to go look at the landing pages. Okay, so the data is not that great. It says conversions went up by 100%, but probably because we actually added conversion tracking properly now, which might be the case of why. but that's always a good thing to show the client, right? So 45 in the last 8 days. 45 conversions in 8 days is actually pretty good, especially for a local site. Anywho, so yeah, next thing we're going to do is we need to email this over, and we also need to tell them that we need to get the, the content writer hired, and we just need to have them interview the content writer, because I'm not going to do it. I don't know what they want. So let me just make an email. Daniel.
Question. You know when you hire like a content writer, how do you structure what you actually want them to write? Or do you just give them a list of keywords and say, off you go?
Well, we just do it based on priority, based on what keywords we want to go for first. So generally with local, we're going to go for local keywords first, and then we're going to start going for national keywords once we've like basically built out all our local pages. But they actually, before they even write new pages, they need to go through and start fixing some of the existing pages, because some of these pages have duplicate content that needs to be fixed. Daniel, I need to get on a quick call with you to hire the content writer. We have a lot of people who applied. Christian, here's a list of things that I cannot do alone. If you could help me with them, that would be great. Okay, send it off. And last thing we need to do is just go into phase 4. Really, we're just going to set up ManyChat for them because we have their Facebook now, their Facebook page. So we'll go to ManyChat. We're going to go to add new page. Find the page. And for some reason, I'm not seeing their page. So maybe that I haven't gotten it yet. Maybe I have to check my email. Probably just have to ask them about that again. But they don't really need ManyChat yet anyways until they get the national content going anyways, so it's probably fine. So yeah, that's like, we did basically most of the stuff that needs to be done. This actually needs to be a C because the client's in charge of internal linking right now. These pages still need to be de-indexed, and content writers still need to be hired and gone through the duplicate content. So most of the stuff is already done. So yeah, pretty good news. Now we can start moving into one of the things that I have been wanting to do is actually update the template by including some social media stuff in phase 4 competitor research. So I might start doing that. Do you have any questions so far, Augie?
No questions. No.
Was this helpful at all today?
Yeah, it's very helpful. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Especially the doing the meta description side of things, and yeah, meta title, meta description, and this phase 2.
I was thinking about redoing the certification, like starting like,
That would be,
huh?
that would be fantastic.
What do you mean?
Doing the phase, so like when I was doing like phase 1, it was like, you know how you did it with like step by step stuff. It was just like you did it to the point where even if you were stupid, you could understand how to do it. And then you jumped onto phase 2, and I was just like, okay, there's not enough content here.
Right.
So yeah, it would be pretty sick if you could do like have more videos. Just like, I'm not saying that you have to baby it for us, but just like just to have more content on there, just to know actually what you're doing. But then obviously you've got all the content already on YouTube. So
Do you think that like phase 1 is probably good. I should just leave that and then just like redo phase 2, 3, and 4.
So phase 1 is good in some aspects, but there's some bits and pieces. There's some videos in phase 1 that you don't really need there, because if you go through phase 1, halfway through you repeat yourself a little bit
Mm-hmm.
in phase 1. So there's some videos I think you should take out,
Mm-hmm.
and then some videos that you should keep. But phase 2, phase 3, phase 4
Well, I'm wondering if
just
like
needs a bit more.
I'm wondering if I should just do like for the template, just like do a bunch of videos that explain how to do each section, like just quick videos.
Yeah.
So that way you don't have to like watch, like maybe like if you already knew page speed optimization, you wouldn't have to like click on that part or something.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if I should do that public, like make those videos public or just for the program. I'm like still trying to figure that part out.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of tricky when you like trying to like make content, but at the same time you're like, well, how much of this should I make public? How much of
You
it?
do like half and half.
What do you mean?
Because you've already given away the the juice as the pimp juice, so you might as well. So I don't know. You've already given it away, so I don't know. But yeah. But it's like literally like all what you've done so far with I think all the phases, and then you bang them on YouTube.
Right.
Just like yeah, you're pretty much giving away the game. So.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if it's half and half. You know, like you can do some drip feeding, so like a little bit on YouTube and then a little bit on certification.
Mm-hmm. Well, what I was thinking too is
Or
like,
what
what?
I was gonna say, what you can do is just like see what we're doing now on but so like when there's like get a group of us
Right.
in this and then just go through like so phase 1, and then one person goes through the whole audit, and then that should be like a what's it called, like a bit on the certification, and then someone else takes over like step. I don't know how many videos you plan on doing on phase 2, but like each video one person does one, so then obviously we're all learning how to do it.
Right. Yeah. Well, and like one of the things I was thinking is like I was just gonna do more and more of these types of sessions where I just bring people in and just like do this stuff in front of them live so they can like ask questions, like participate, that kind of thing. And then obviously like giving people the leads and stuff. Which by the way, I have more leads for you if you want any.
Yes, please. Honestly, I'm thinking. You know what? Okay, I know I've got quite a lot to learn. Not gonna lie, I've got quite a lot to learn, but I think where I'm literally just failing now is telephone salesman. Just you know when when you told me to ring him, I was just like proper kicking myself. I was just like, what? And you're like, yeah, ring him. I was just like, yeah, sounds cool. Yeah, I'll ring him tomorrow.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get you to do phase 2. Do you think you could do it?
At the moment.
What do you mean? Wait, what'd you say?
No.
Why not?
At this very, just yeah, not now.
You're like, please no.
I think I do need to get. I need to get Ahrefs. I don't think the group buy is cutting it anymore, man.
The group buy?
Group buy.
What's the group buy?
Doing like a group buy for Ahrefs.
Oh.
I refuse to pay that much money. I'm thinking, mate, you need it now. So yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty expensive.
I was just like $179. $179, man.
It's pretty nuts.
Thinking, God, how many kids in Africa I can feed with that money? I'm joking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get that so I can get the API key and then bang it onto Screaming Frog. So I built a website Yes. It's called ukmortgageadvisors.co.uk.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I don't know, it's just the content's all, I've written it myself. It's unique and things like that. And just like, I'm not ranking it, like, yeah, nothing's happening with it.
What's the site again?
ukmortgageadvisors.co.uk.
Is it? What is this, Divi?
Yeah, man.
Looks good.
I love Divi, man.
Yeah, Divi's kind of cool. I like it. Where'd you get all these? Where'd you get all these 13 referring domains from all of a sudden?
Don't know.
I mean, are you doing citations or anything?
No, not yet. I've ordered some citations off that geezer.
Oh my gosh. I don't know why he does it like it for me instantly. Oh, you're doing internal linking. You got content. I'm assuming this content's unique. How long ago did you put this site out?
About 2 months.
Do you have a Google My Business for it?
So I don't have an address for it.
Yeah, but you could just use your home address set as a service area. How are you doing citations then if you don't have an address?
Oh, yeah, true. I was just literally just want to order all the citations and then get an address.
But how are you getting citations as name, address, phone number?
Yeah.
So how are you getting?
So basically, I was gonna get because the guy takes absolutely ages to do citations. So I ordered citations on the 17th. But this is the fourth time I've ordered citations from him, and he takes absolutely ages.
I know,
So
but how are you gonna get citations if you don't have an address?
Oh no! So I'm using my not personal address.
Okay. Yeah, man. I mean, if I were you, I would do phase 3. Start looking and seeing what other people are doing for this. Like, have you seen how to do phase 3 yet? So basically, what you do is you go and find like your main keywords. Like, let's say it was like, you know, UK mortgages or something. I don't know how to freaking. Holy shit, 62, man. Yeah, that's freaking insane competitive. And then if you look and see like what people are doing, you'd want to sort of copy, you know, first of all, their layout, what pages they're doing, like what they're doing for, you know, content, local, national, you know, where they're getting most of their traffic from with like similar web. And then see like what, you know, what these people are doing on these different social platforms. So I would go and see like what other people are doing, come up with like a list of like 4 or 5 people and see if you can find the biggest common things that they're doing, which is actually what I'm going to be making the next part of this template about, which is going to be like phase 4/5, going and doing competitor research for like similar people. So like, I think I'm going to do this on the Chase Center domain. Let me go back over there. Actually, let me change this.
You see these referring domains? I didn't even build any of these.
Well, yeah, I was asking about. So if I, like, for instance, let's look for some things that I want to rank for. So one of my biggest keywords that I've been like really kind of spending most of my time around is like SEO templates and stuff. So let's go see who's showing up. Check these people out. Now this is just like a theme website. So you want to find people that are like within like overall what you're going for, not just like one ranking. So let's look for something more general, I guess. Like let's look for just like SEO audit service or something. See how topically relevant these people are. So this is just web design stuff. Ideally, you want to find people with the biggest overlap for your site. So like if I were going for, let's go for like SEO related stuff, and we go look at competing domains. And the problem is you're not always going to be able to see this because sometimes you're not going to have overlap. But like here, you can see here it says this is a graphical representation of the numbers in the left column where the green bar represents the intersection between the blue keywords unique to your target website and yellow keywords unique to your competitor. So let's go check these people out. So like, yeah, obviously these people aren't really like my competitor in a way. It's like white label stuff. This is a good example, diggity marketing. So let's say this was the first one. So first thing that you usually do is you extract keywords. So you go Site Explorer, or you go here, overview, top pages, export, upload, and copy all of this. This is phase 3, yeah. So we're gonna go and say, okay, diggity marketing. And again, you don't want to just look at them from one traffic source. So you want to look at them from like, okay, these are the keywords they have, right? So we'll look at these. And usually what you do is you want to highlight the things that look applicable to you. So like here we got SEO acronym. It's a good one. SEO questions. Rank and rent. And these are actually all keywords that I have gone for in the past. Affiliate networks, not really. Reduce server response time, not really. SEO campaign management software, sure, because we could do like a review. SEO news, sure. SEO coaching. These are all very, very similar keywords. White hat SEO. And what you start to do is you want to figure out not just keyword strategies, but you also want to figure out what are other things that these people are doing well besides just SEO. But one thing that you can do is you can actually see these pages. You can see, okay, if this page is ranking, bringing in about 159 visits a month. It's ranking for 172 keywords. And if we look at the keyword difficulty, I'm sure it's not too high. Let me go take this link. Ideally what we're trying to do is we're like, okay, can we make this better than what's already here? So you can see there's like a table, list view. So one thing that we could probably innovate is we could add a video here explaining this stuff. We could probably put some sort of checklist. But again, all we're trying to do is just can we make this better than what's already out there? Can we make it more complete? Can we put, maybe descriptions of each of these things, maybe like a little hover over that, like, or a little button that like, they can press that gives a description of each of these things. So if we can make it better and we're in this market, ideally we could probably outrank them. Let's see what else is out on there on the market already. SEO abbreviations. So boom, he's ranking #1 for that. And I'm convinced that this could probably be done better just by adding descriptions to each of these things. So your job as an SEO is to figure out what's working really well for people already and see how you can improve that. But the other thing you want to do is you want to figure out, okay, what are they doing well in terms of their, and I changed this to orange because I still have to extract the keywords and put it into my main phase 3 template. But what are some things that they're also doing well besides just this? So what we could do is we could go to something called Similar Webs. Take their website and see where are they getting most of their traffic from. Interesting. I wonder if we can compare our domain. Never really seen that before. Still loading. All right, so here we could see total visits 76,000. We don't know if any of this is true, but 70% bounce rate, most for the United States. A lot of direct traffic, a lot of search traffic, a lot of social traffic, not a lot of email. You could see some of this traffic's coming from Black Hat World. I wonder if we can actually see the link that it's coming from. Does it show us the actual pages? Probably just people trying to buy links. He's probably just selling links on there. I think one way you can actually do it is just to open the website, type in site : boom, and then do the URL. So this is, yeah, this is all the, you know, pages that are putting links to his website. And it looks like he's getting a decent amount of traffic from that. How much traffic, I don't really know. It says 24%. So I honestly have no idea. But it just gives you ideas on like what things that you could do to, I don't want to be listed on Black Hat World, but we could do the same thing with this one. Site : boom. Diggity marketing. And here we go. Here's a link. And it just looks like it's a guest post, I guess. Probably links he's just buying. Who knows? Looks like it. So we could easily go over there and probably buy a link as well if we wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. So let's keep going down. So here's some ideas on how you could look at links from what people are doing if you wanted to do like that. I'm more concerned about social stuff. So if we scroll down, we can see a lot of traffic comes from Facebook. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to really know what posts give the most traffic. You could actually see a lot of it's actually from Messenger, which is kind of interesting. He must have like a chat bot or something. But what we can do is we can go to Facebook and see like what he's doing on his Facebook profile at least. I know a lot of this actually comes from Facebook groups, just from knowing. I'm sure some of it comes from this as well, from his from here. So you can see like this is what they're doing here. But yeah, I mean, it's just a good idea to just go see in what they're doing overall. Like what they're doing with their images, what's working well for them. Would be nice if there was a way to filter what, where they're getting most of their engagement from and where they're getting most of their traffic, but I guess you can't really tell that. Oops. But yeah, we could see that most of their strategy is based around Facebook, so we know that that's something that's viable for us. Scroll down. Similar websites. So what we kind of got from that is we got, okay, he does a lot of stuff on Facebook. Here's the places he's getting links from. But overall, he's really just doing link building and on all these different sites probably, and then also just doing a lot of Facebook group stuff. So one thing that we'll probably do is we're just going to take all these different keywords like this. Now that we have some of our keywords that we want, we could keep going through this, but we'll do that later. Just plug them right in. Let me delete all this. Let me just make a new phase 3. Just plug them right in there. We'll come back to them in a second. Go to the next person. We can go back. So we could take his website and compare it as well, which kind of gives us more ideas sometimes. Because if somebody's doing better than us, then it usually is a little bit better of an idea. When you're looking at competing domains, there's usually better overlap. So let's check out this website. Fox referral. Look at some of their organic keywords. Affiliate progress. So this is all affiliate stuff, so we don't care too much about that. Looks like I'm on there. Click Booth. Let's go check them out. I think this is all affiliate type stuff. Yeah. Lion Zeal. And a lot of PBNs. Rake and Rant. That's one of them. It's funny there. He actually copied some of my keywords. But a lot of his stuff I don't really care too much about because it's just like PBN type stuff. Maybe this. No, not Moz. Usually want to go for people within your sort of domain range, your authority range. So we're not getting a lot good stuff from here, so let's just go back to our site.
So where did you get all majority of your, for the audits? Where do they all come from? Is it just from the Chase Rayner, or is it the Colorado Springs one, or from your YouTube?
Well, check it out. So if I go to chaserider.com on SimilarWeb, we could actually you could probably guess where I'm getting most of my audits from. Guess they're not.
Yeah,
Guess there's not enough data. Huh?
YouTube. Probably say the Messenger, wouldn't it? Really, or YouTube.
So yeah, look, YouTube, Facebook.
Yeah.
And then some of it's from search. So yeah. So I mean that's just like a prime example is like if I'm getting a bunch of audits, you could see the keywords, you could see, YouTube, Facebook. Again, all of this comes down to just researching what your competitors are doing. It's find out what's working for them. Because if you could just sort of copy what they're doing and make it better, generally you're going to start getting what they're getting. I mean, it's just basic, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going down here. SEO Reseller, let's check them out. All right, SEO reseller programs, outsource SEO. So these are kind of some cool keywords. Let's try to check some of these out. So we'll go boom, rename SEO reseller. And we're going to go and file open. Okay, grab all this, bring it back over. Same thing that we did before. I'm going to bring the keyword over here. Traffic. Oh, actually, sorry, I meant to export their top pages, not this, because this just gives you too much. You don't really want all of this. You want just their top performing pages. So top pages. There we go. Because this is going to give you a little bit too much data. You just want to see what's working the best for them, really. Paste. There we go. So keyword, search volume position, and page. All right, so you can see SEO reseller. And then you can actually see what they're doing for that. Obviously, they just probably have a page with a bunch of packages and stuff. If we wanted to copy something like that. Outsource SEO. And I'm looking more for like blog type pages usually, because those are usually easy to rank. Because a lot of these are just going to be like, you know.
Can you just turn that into a blog page?
You can, but if the intent, like if they're ranking #1, that means that the intent is usually to find like a landing service type page. But these are all great keywords, like, you know, local SEO packages, white label SEO, SEO reseller package. Like I could easily make, you know, pages with videos and stuff like this. And that's sort of my advantage is like, you know, I can use sort of what my authority is to bring in more publicity and traffic and engagement around this stuff because I have the advantage on, I've built the authority on other platforms. So what I could easily do is I could go and hire content writers, be like, hey, you know, I need you to go rewrite a page like this. And then I could just have a web designer go and, you know, because a lot of this stuff isn't really that unique. Like reduce your costs, complete SEO solution. I could have easily people rewriting basically all this stuff. And then what I could even do is I could make like a quick video and say, hey, actually, we're going to put a video up here. We're going to say this. We're going to say that. We're going to add reviews here. I could just talk about all the ways I want to improve this page. So we'll go here. Just take some of these for now. Because you could spend a lot of time doing this, but get those highlighted in green, and then we'll just take these keywords now. Whoops. And this is what you do for clients as well, like whether they're local, national, doesn't matter. Copy. And then I'm going to go ahead and plug it into phase 3. Oh, what's up, Zeth? Boom. And now what you can do is you just copy all these, go to Keyword Explorer. Got a bunch of good keywords based on our competitors now, and we can export all these. Oops. Plug them in. And we can start going for the easier keywords. Like obviously we could go for any of those keywords if we wanted to really try, but what we really probably want to do is like start figuring out, you know, what's within our range. So like my range is usually between like 10 to 20 to 30. So if I look at like anything within that range, we could see, you know, this keyword, and I'm not even kidding. All these keywords I've actually been able to rank for too. This keyword, this keyword, this keyword, this keyword, like those are all doable for me. And then this is the parent keyword if you wanted to start doing a bunch of content around like just this and long tail variations of it to do internal link silos. But sometimes it's better to not do new keywords. Like the reason why phase 3 comes after phase 2 is because in phase 2, it might be that you could be getting a lot more traffic just by fixing this stuff up by going by sort of what's already out there already. So like for instance, SEO roadmap template, if I go and see what's ranking, like something like, let's say this is actually just ranking based off only authority and links, which is kind of annoying. But what you'll see is the posts that are doing well is they'll usually have like a breakdown of how to use the checklist, like each section. They'll be like, okay, so, set redirects, this is how you do that, this. So I'd want to replicate that into a blog post. And that's how I could make that page even better. If I did something like that, it'd probably rank higher. So it would probably be better for me to invest money into my existing content first, trying to make that better and up the conversion rates than it would be like to build out new pages just for the sake of trying to bring in new traffic when it's like you can fix this stuff up first. And then obviously, the bounce rates, the conversion rates, that kind of stuff. So, but that's kind of how you do phase 3. Do you kind of get that at all?
I get that, yeah.
And then phase 4 is really what I was already doing. Phase 4 is what I was already doing, which is, let me show you. Just like going into similar websites, doing competitor research. Figuring out what they're doing well on their social media platforms, where they're getting traffic from, how they're building authority, and seeing like what strategies you could take from them and sort of build into your own strategy. Of course, a lot of these websites, it's their SEO. A lot of what they're doing is, oh, look at this. Look, even Instagram, we could see what they're doing on Instagram. They're getting traffic from there. I wish they gave you a link to their Instagram. I don't know why they don't. Kind of annoying.
Faster on their website and then.
Huh?
Probably faster for you to go on their website and click on their Instagram.
Probably, or just Google it. I just want to know what posts they're getting most of their traffic from. But yeah, you can see here, they're doing like SEO tip. So this is like all really good stuff that you can start like taking ideas from. We go see what they're doing on Facebook. Look at this. They have all these services that are kind of cool. I don't have that set up on mine. With like little images and stuff. That might be helpful to do. Obviously, they're not really getting any traffic from this stuff, so not too helpful. And then YouTube, let's go see what they're doing there. Oops. So looks like they're doing just like presentations and stuff. And what you could do is you could just take like their best performing videos and see if you could sort of replicate that. So sort by most popular. You can see this is an outdated tutorial on how to upload HTML file on your site. So I'm sure you could probably, if that's the first thing that's ranking, it's 2 years old, you could just change it to 2020, do the same thing, and probably outrank them. Looks like they're not even showing up. Oh yeah, they are, number 3. So yeah, these are all outdated. And then look, this person who did it 6 months ago, they're already at 10K views, and it's probably because this is oh, it's not even, yeah, that's not even the oh, it is though. Yeah, so you can see 6 months ago, that's already at 10,000 views, it's probably gonna hit number 1 because it's gonna be the most recent video, so which means it's gonna have the highest click-through rate probably. So that's how you just take ideas from other people and just budget it, put it into your own strategy. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go head out, take a break, and I'll probably be back a little bit later. But hopefully this was helpful for you, bro.
This is pretty good. Yeah, thank you very much.
You got it, man. I'll let you know if I go live again soon, and I'll invite you on there.
Cheers, man. All right.
All right, bye. All right, guys. Well, thank you all for joining. If you want an SEO audit like this one, just let me know. Leave a comment, and we'll see you guys hopefully in the next one. Until I see you all next time, happy SEOing and happy marketing. Bye.